What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday. We haven't had a video in a while because we've been way too busy here at the shop, like all hands on deck to get 4Runners done. So haven't had a chance to do anything on the build for a little bit, like a week and a half. But I got a little bit knocked out on last Wednesday, just doing measurements and figuring stuff out. A little bit done yesterday and about half a day today on it. So major leap ahead. I didn't take any video of the process just because it's hard to video just taking measurements and doing calculations. And I was on the phone with Trey. He was helping me go through the link calculator, and yeah, it was also pretty boring. We cut some stuff out. We made some stuff. So here's what we have. So that's where we're at right now. But before we get into the details of that, we went to the Mountain State Overland Adventure X Fest this weekend. Here's some footage I took of that. Didn't do a ton, pretty chill event. Hang back, we had a booth set up, beer at night, just hanging out with friends, listening to good music. It's a really good event, really chill. It's nice to have some of those events where you're just not go, go, go. Just sit back in a chair and just relax. So I'll show you some of that. What we did this past weekend, good times. This is what we have going on with the build right now. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I have done since we have last seen this thing. Here you go. All right, I believe I showed you guys the axle side upper link mounts were tacked in place, as well as the ones on the frame side upper. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff, you saw that piece right there, the big plate that goes on the cross member. That was what I called the first production piece. That right there will fit every 4Runner 2003 plus and every Tacoma 2005 plus. So that part right there will not change on any of them, as well as the upper link mounts right there should not change. These are a little different because I added a cross member, so the production ones that we do will come off the frame right there with like a pocket. So they'll be a little different, but that wouldn't be hard to design real quick. And we also made, get around to the back of the tire right here. I've made those. Those are only made out of 3/16. Everything else is out of quarter. They're only out of 3/6 right now, just because I was working on some geometry and angles, and I didn't want to go burning through some 1/4 inch for no reason. So sometime the rest of this week, we will cut these guys out of 1/4 inch and get them tacked in place as well. You can kind of see what's going on there. And then that is that piece that I posted on Instagram and Facebook. You can see what it does. Some of you that are really well versed in 4Runners and Tacomas know this cross member bolts in. We're not putting on the force in those bolts. There will be a tab that comes up and stringers that come back to reinforce that guy to this cross member here, or I will come to the frame, which is more than likely, just to give it a little more support. But Let me flip this camera to the other side. What I have concentrated today on was getting these links made. And I say links, it's just a PVC plumbing pipe right now, so we weren't burning through valuable, really expensive steel. This stuff, I've got like 10 bucks and 20 foot of it, so a lot easier to use this for calculating. Was off by an inch on the measurement here, so that's why these are adjusted out. You know, see the lowers are almost plunged all the way, which is perfect. So when it comes time to these, we will cut this an inch longer. Measurements for these, if you guys are wondering, I'm not gonna tell you. So a lot of people are trying to develop a solid axle kit at the same time in the background of their businesses. If you give away the secret sauce, then it just kind of doesn't help me. So when the full kit's available, you guys know that. But for right now, kind of keeping that stuff close to the chest. But yeah, so right now is at full suspension droop. It is not gonna ride this high. This is a little monster truckish, which we are not going for. We're going for low and fast. I'll throw a video right here in of what it looks like at full level bump, ride height, and then this right here. That's it. Got it back down to ride height now, so gives you guys a rough idea of what it's sitting at. So bottom of frame to the ground is 28 inches. That's like where your sliders are both on, like a 4th and 5th in. Went outside, measured my 4Runner, which is on a 3-inch lift all around. It measured 18 inches, so it's 10 inch higher than a normal 4Runner frame. Some of you guys that are into this stuff, belly height right now is 21 inches, which is perfect. That's at the bottom of the link mounts, which is where the skid plates are gonna hit from. So that's pretty on par. Track width right now, like contact back to contact patch, is roughly 88, 87. It's hard to measure by yourself. Then what else do you guys probably want to know? Yeah, full stuff, equal. Nearest we get is this right here, is about 1.5 inches from there. So that's the nearest we get. Like I said, that's at full stuff. The hydro bumps that are gonna be sitting on the sides would be fully compressed. Physically can't get any lower or axle higher, however you wanna say it, past that unless something serious has happened. Could go lower. Ride height is 6 inches of shock. I'm doing 16-inch coilovers, so that gives me 6 inches up, 10 inches down. We're gonna run limit straps, drive shaft angles. So I would lift it back up, but I'm not going to. We are going to go from the pinion here, get the camera right, pinion right here, up to this cross member, to a carrier bearing, into the transfer case right there. I've been talking to Oliver's drive shaft in Winston-Salem past week. Yeah, about this time last week is when I started the conversation with them. Ordered their carrier bearing there to go to my drive shaft. We are going to be running 1310s all the way, not 1310s, sorry, 1350s all the way throughout the entire build, minus the rear end at the pinion on the rear axle. Will have a 1410. Yeah, so I found a company online, don't know the name of them, just bought them, that make 1350 U-joints that made up to supposedly the FJ Cruiser transfer case. Going off their measurements online and what I could measure, they should work. We will see when they get here, because everything else I have read says they don't work, but they advertise it as they do. So we'll see. But 1350s throughout, minus the one at the pinion will be a 1410. Yeah, so they should be plenty strong. This motor makes like 200, 250 realistically. Even if like you put a supercharger, you make them like 250, 300. I don't think I'm ever gonna do a supercharger on it. So yeah, well, Trey's calling me. Let me get back to you in a second. So that's enough babbling for me. Let me show you guys some more video of this, and then we'll see you next time. Hey, you guys are doing good on sharing, liking. Please subscribe and like and share. It helps us a ton. See you guys later. Bye.